The New York Rangers managed to pull off a 3-2 win against the Boston Bruins in their first preseason game of the 2024-2025 NHL season. So in today's video, we're going to kind of break this game down here, kind of give you all a recap and also my reaction to this game here as it was, the first preseason game of this season. And I think overall it was a pretty fun one to watch there. I think there were some good moments, some bad moments, but overall a pretty good preseason game there to watch as a Rangers fan, but also for the players for this team. Not a bad game either. I mean, it's a preseason game. You can't take too much from this game here. Obviously, it's preseason. Guys just getting warmed up here, especially the first game and all, but there were some good moments there from some prospects and some, normal kind of NHL guys on this team as well. So we're going to take a look at that in this video. So starting off here, let's get right into it here, kind of mentioning the prospects that did feature in this game. And the first guy there being Brennan Othmann, obviously one of the top prospects in this system currently, one of the best prospects on this Rangers team. He featured in this game as well. I thought he played pretty good, and we'll kind of take a look at some of the notes, kind of what I thought about him in a second. Then we had Adam Sikora here as well. I thought he played all right. Then we have Yaroslav Melash. That's how you pronounce his name. I know it looks a little different than that on paper when you're just kind of looking at his name spelled out, but it is pronounced Melash there, Yaroslav Melash. It's a Czech Republic name or a Czechian name there. So little different, kind of weird pronunciation there, but that's how it's supposed to pronounce, which is obviously how it is. But carrying on there, we also have Victor Mancini, who's obviously a kind of a rising prospect in the system right now as well. He's been really kind of gaining a lot of stock as of late. Then we also have Matthew Robertson here, another defenseman just like Mancini. And we have here a goaltender in Dylan Garand, who ended up playing the second half of the game here, as we did see Louis Domingue, who obviously is a pretty solid kind of goaltender to have down there in the AHL. He ended up starting this game playing the first half with Garand getting the second half there. In the second half, we saw Michael DiPietro play against Dylan Garand there. And in the first half, we had Michael Bussey, who we did see against the Rangers in last preseason against the Bruins there as well. So those were the goalies in this game there, Domingue against Bussey, and we did see Garand against DiPietro. And now quickly going through some of the other players that featured in this game, we saw Braden Schneider, Connor Mackey, Jake Lucian, Bo Grolu, Johnny Brodzinski, Capo Caco, Anton Blood, Jimmy Vesey, Dylan Garand, Adam Sikora, Matthew Robertson, Casey Fitzgerald, Yaroslav Melash, Will Cooley, Brandon Scanlon, Alex Belzil, Louis Domingue, Filip Chytil, Brennan Othmann, and Victor Mancini. And now moving on to talk about some of my thoughts on some of these prospects that did feature in this game for the Rangers. First off there, Brennan Othmann. I thought he played pretty good in this one, although he did not get a single point. I still think his all-around game was pretty good there defensively. He played pretty good, did some of the little things right as well, and I think just all-around played a good, physical, tough game. He was out there flying around, hitting guys left, right, and center. He had multiple pretty big hits there, had a couple massive ones as well, and also was scrapping a bit after the whistle. He did get into kind of a bit of a fight there against Parker Witherspoon later on in the game as well. So a lot of rough stuff there from Othmann, which we want to see. We want to see that physicality, that toughness, that grit, that edge that he definitely does have in his game. So having all that stuff there definitely bodes well for this Rangers team. They definitely could use a bit more grit and toughness in this squad, and Othmann is a guy who definitely could earn a third-line spot. Next up here, we have a guy, Filip Chytil there. Although not a prospect, I still think he played pretty good there. Looked confident, looked like he was one of the best players out there on the ice, which he definitely was. So that was great to see, and did have a nice goal and an assist as well. And now getting back to the prospects here, Victor Mancini, he's been a guy who's been getting talked a lot amongst Rangers fans lately, as he has been a guy who kind of shined at rookie camp there for the Rangers. Obviously, coming into this preseason game, there had some hype kind of surrounding him, and his stock is definitely going up as a prospect. He ended up having a really good preseason game here, I would say. I think he looked really confident out there, looked like he belonged, and looked like he could be a guy that possibly should be in the NHL this upcoming season, but unfortunately, for his sake, obviously, there's a pretty big logjam there on that right side of the Rangers decor. So as of right now, he's not going to be featured in this upcoming season more than likely. If injuries happen, maybe he does get a game here or there. But other than that, I don't see him featuring at all at the NHL level, but definitely will be a guy to keep an eye on in the AHL this season as he does enter his first full season of North America for hockey. But he's definitely got to keep an eye on, though, going forward. But being a right-handed defenseman, 6'4", 220 pounds, good skating ability, good defensively as well, but he's kind of known as being more of a defensive guy. But in this game, had a goal and an assist, looked pretty good offensively, was on that power play one for the Rangers as well. So I think overall just played an all-around great game offensively and defensively, and definitely got to keep an eye on going forward as he is still very young. And next up, we have Dylan Garand here, who is right now the top goalie prospect for the New York Rangers. I think he had a pretty good overall game, ended up coming in for the second half of this one. Louis Domingue ended up starting this game there. Second half of the game ended up going to Dylan Garand, the younger guy there, but both these guys will be in the AHL together. Dylan will have a chance to be a kind of third-string goaltender for the Rangers, but he ended up having a pretty good game in this one as he ended up stopping quite a few shots, having 12 saves on 13 shots he faced. I think overall looked pretty good there. The one goal was just an unfortunate one as well. Ended up being a shot there that went off one of the Bruins players' kind of skates, who was right out in front there. A couple bodies out in front there kind of screening Dylan Garand as well. The puck goes off that Bruins player's skate, goes over to another Bruins player there. He ends up burying it. So an unfortunate one there. Can't really fully blame that on Dylan Garand there. An unfortunate one, kind of an unlucky one, but he ended up making some other pretty great saves there. Kind of had a nice breakaway stop as well. A couple of the good saves there. So overall, Louis Domingue and Garand looked pretty good, but Garand being the goaltender there, kind of highlighting him there. He definitely made some great stops in this one. And now going through a bit of a recap of what happened in this game. We saw in the first period there, 1 minute and 34 seconds into the first, Cole Koepke of the Boston Bruins, he ends up scoring. There was a point shot, ends up being a rebound, and Cole ends up burying that to make things 1-0. 9:37 left in the first. We end up seeing Victor Mancini, the prospect. He gets a pass from Anton Blid, a pretty solid AHL or veteran guy, at the point there, and Victor Mancini just rips one and a nice little shot there, and he beats Michael Bussey to make things 1-1. Also assisted by Johnny Brzezinski. Then we see late in the first there, on the power play for the Rangers, Filip Chytil gets a pass from Will Cooley, and he snipes one past the glove of Bussey to give the Rangers a 2-1 lead, and that's where Victor Mancini got his assist in this game, as he got the secondary assist for that goal. Overall, first period there, pretty physical game, and definitely was a pretty entertaining period as well. The Rangers got 2 goals, which was nice to see. Then we saw there in period 2, Dylan Garand ends up coming into the game there with 9 minutes and 42 seconds left in the second there. He made some great saves, like I said, definitely made some good stops in that second period as well, and pretty much made some stops right away as he got into this game also. Then we see here the Bruins end up tying this game up at 2 there, as Trevor Kuntar, he ends up scoring. That's where that was the unfortunate goal there on Dylan Garand, where the kind of unfortunate deflection off the Bruins player's skate goes to Trevor. He ends up scoring there to tie things up at 2. And then we see there late in that second period, we end up seeing Brennan Othmann get into a bit of a fight there against Parker Wotherspoon, as he wasn't too happy there, as Brennan Othmann had a pretty big hit on him earlier in that first period of the game there. So Wotherspoon wanted some revenge there, and he ends up kind of fighting Othmann there. They end up going down to the ice, and also when they were down there to the fight kind of ended, Wotherspoon starts kind of shoving Othmann's kind of head in the ice there, so he ends up getting an extra 2-minute penalty, which ended up kind of carrying over to the third period at the start of that, where the Rangers did not end up scoring on that power play, unfortunately. But then we see there 15 minutes and 14 seconds left in the third period. Alex Belzil, the veteran guy who played in the AHL last year for Wolfpack, the Rangers AHL team, he ends up scoring there to make things 3-2 to give the Rangers the 3-2 win. He hits the game-winning goal there and beats Michael DiPietro, the former Vancouver Canuck prospect. He beats him low there, assisted by Filip Chytil and Connor Mackey. So overall, I would say it was a pretty fun and entertaining game to watch there. The Rangers pull off the 3-2 win with multiple prospects having some pretty good games there. I mean, Victor Mancini, Dylan Garand, Brennan Othmann, those 3 prospects, I definitely think had some pretty good games. And Adam Zakora there, Yaroslav Melash, Matthew Robertson. It's not like they played bad, but they just didn't play quite as good as those 3 guys themselves. But anyways, I want to thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed and liked this recap / reaction / breakdown of this game 1 of the preseason for the Rangers, definitely hit that like and subscribe button for a ton more New York Rangers content. I'll be doing a video like this for all the preseason games and for all of the regular season games coming up for this upcoming season as well. For the most part there, I'll pretty much get every one of those done. So definitely, if you're a Rangers fan, there's no better place to be on YouTube than this channel. So definitely hit that like and subscribe button for a lot more Rangers content. And also don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on this game in the comment section down below. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support and helping this channel get to 2,600 subscribers. Over that means a lot. I really love making videos, and I love all the support that you all show. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next one. See ya.